Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to the live stream of me playing the game that is Kingdom Hearts with my friend. That's your cue.
Oh, hi. I'm Aubrey. I'm the Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yes, very big Kingdom Hearts fan.
I'm
Very big.
so excited.
I have never played Kingdom Hearts once in my entire life. Thank you, Tarp. I appreciate it. I appreciate
Spade
you being my
hungry.
biggest fan. Thanks. Anyway, yeah, it's oh god.
Keep us cool in the Florida summer.
No. Oh. And where's chat? I just realized where is chat on the
It's
Oh, it's under the window
bottom.
capture. Let me fix that. There we go.
Spade equals awesome. He is awesome.
All right.
I've met
And
him. I've gotten the honor of watching Deadpool with this dude.
yes, this is my real life friend Aubrey. They are pretty cool.
Oh, thank you. I'd like you're pretty rad yourself.
They're okay, I guess. I don't know. Eh.
Asshole.
Aubrey.
Audred.
Audrid. You know, well, close enough. Anyway,
My new name.
Anyway.
Audred now.
this is Kingdom Farts, and we are going to be
Kingdom
playing
Hearts.
it. I can now close out of studio mode and actually go into the game. No, not yet. Need to make sure the stream works first.
Okay, I can
It
see it.
does.
Here's the anime.
I can see the chat, and I
I
can
want to point
see.
out real
I-
quick.
Huh?
Real quick before you start. The you know the screen we're on right now where they're like all on a thing in front of the
Yes.
heart moon. I have that as a blanket.
Oh my god. Wait, is it the blanket on your bed?
It's not on my bed anymore.
Oh, okay. I was like, cause I don't know. It's been a while. Anyway, it's time to play Kingdom Farts Final Mix.
Twitch censored the one with the microphone.
Why?
Stream
What?
paused. What happened to stream?
What? What do you mean?
Let's see.
What? Oh, it's loading. That's why.
I can see your
Can you see
your
Disney?
Twitch.
Can you see it
I
say
can't-
Disney?
Oh, I can't see it. I can't see Discord.
No, no,
See it on
get,
Discord.
why? No!
no.
Panic, panic. Okay, stream is fixed, and this is fixed. Okay, you should be able to see it. You should be able to see it. But no, it's really fucking loud.
Now it's so loud. Hey Tarp, hi Tarp. Okay, I see it on your Twitch. It did appear on your
Okay,
Twitch.
okay,
But
okay.
It
Every-
disappeared. It disappeared on my Discord.
Yeah, that's because I was
Oh,
editing
it's
the
so
audio.
big. Why is it so big? Oh, the
Cause-
Sora's just zoomed in.
Oh, thank God. Okay, thank God.
Okay, so. Woo.
I did not know it would open up a new window to play the game.
Yeah,
This
that
game
what
is
she
full of
said.
surprises. This took an hour to set up, by the way,
And this did take an hour to set up.
because
Took
not
me-
only is OBS a bitch, but so is the controller recognition for this game.
It then took him like 2 hours to download.
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
game.
Don't forget that. Don't forget it. Well, start.
Cause he
What?
tried to. I'm gonna call him out. He tried to play Yakuza
Mm.
while waiting for Kingdom Hearts to download.
I wanted to beat people up. Wait, what? I guess. Final mix. First timers. Yes, I am a first timer.
This made my man.
I like manual.
Some
I'll.
comments.
Should I do
I tried to
manual?
tell him. Yeah, do manual. You'll
Okay.
want to do manual.
Ooh, do
You'll wanna-
vibration set. Eat shit.
Just set it off.
I am so pissed that my $70 Pro controller is shittier than my $15 controller that doesn't have vibration or any.
Oh,
Nancy.
shush.
Oh, Okay.
We gotta rise for the national anthem.
Oh my god. Kingdom Farts. That's gonna be my running joke, by the way. I hope you realize that.
I love that.
Disney. Oh, it's Guy.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately.
That is not the voice I thought he would have.
I told you he went through puberty between games.
Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
I believe he was the actual age of Sora when he did the first
Hey, Tarp,
one.
let's not do that. Is he drowning?
Watch.
Oh, he's dying. Oh? Why did this looks like Pokemon XD? Who the fuck is what? Oh, there's a lot I don't know here, is there? Who the hell is that?
Kingdom Hearts came out before JoJo, so JoJo's Kingdom Hearts.
What?
He's
That is the plot twist of the fucking century right now.
because they said that they were
Yeah,
reminded of JoJo.
Yeah, I see. I have chat open on my phone right now.
This game came out in like 2001.
That makes so much sense. Oh my god. No wonder. Who the fuck is that? Is that Mickey Mouse? Is that Mickey? That's not Mickey. That wait,
It's
what?
Sora as well.
Wait, what?
Oh, and now he's also falling
What the fuck? I'm
into the
so
water, which is actually the sky.
What the fuck is that?
I want to point out, Sora's outfit in Kingdom Hearts 1 is based off of Mickey.
Yeah, I could tell that. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, they did that on purpose.
My favorite iteration of Mickey is Fantasia, so I hope I get to see some of that here. Don't tell me if it is though.
Can I tell
Wait.
you one thing?
Yes.
It's not in the first game.
Damn. At least I know that it will be. Oh, and that's the thing that's I know because I saw Sakurai talk about it. That's
It's
like the inside of
it's
your
the-
heart, right?
Yeah, it's the heart station.
I don't know what that means.
It's like a physical manifestation.
Yeah, of like a
of your
physical
heart.
manifestation of the that's Oh,
That is Snow
that is
White.
not who I thought it would. Oh,
It's the princess.
you were not kidding about the change to in-game cutscenes.
No. This isn't the change to in-game cutscenes.
I mean,
This is the
in-game,
change- this is-
in-game video.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, no. There's like three different art styles. There's the special cutscenes, there's the in-game cutscenes, and then there's the gameplay
Oh
art
no.
style.
Step forward. Can you do it? Can I jump off? No. Damn it.
No.
My god, that jump. I love it. I don't like how you pause a little bit right when you land though.
Yeah, no, because he's very floaty. There's a reason why he's like the lightest character.
Wait, Tarp, what are you talking about? Damn bots? What? Did bots try to raid my channel or something? I
don't
really
know,
hope not.
I didn't see any on your
Oh,
thing.
censorship?
Censorship. Oh yeah, because you've been censored. Yeah, Tarp was getting censored.
I don't know how to fix that. I'm sorry. But whatever. Too bad.
I know your point you tried to get across. You see, they have Snow White there because Snow White's the first Disney princess.
Power sleeps within you. If you give it form, it will give you strength. Ooh, a sword. I want it. Choose well. Is this like my class?
It's nothing story related. It's just one of those, like, it gives you an extra boost in one of the things. So you either get an extra boost in
Alright.
magic or defense or
Picking the sword.
fighting.
Power of the warrior, invincible courage, sword of terrible destruction. Yes. No. Yes. Your path is
Your
set.
path is set.
Harp, swear to God, what will you give up?
Yeah, you gotta pick which one you won't get as much.
Should I
stuff
be a
for.
glass cannon? Is defense worth it?
Certain times, yes. They're all worth it.
I don't know what to pick now. Shit.
Flip
Alright,
a coin.
I'll just. Alright. Heads is the magic, tails is the shield. Echo, flip a coin. It's heads. Fuck you, magic. Power of the mystic, inner strength, staff of wonder and ruin. You give up this power? Yes. Fuck you. You've chosen the power of the warrior. You've given up the power of the mystic. That's sad. Just, yeah, sure. What the fuck? Oh.
I want to explain that with all the shit going on, Sora is 14.
Oh. Oh boy.
He is a baby.
Wait, Cinderella.
The most popular Disney princess.
I wonder why.
And the most merchandise.
Why the fuck are these here?
You'll
What?
find out later.
You've gained the power to fight. Are they teaching me how to fight? Oh. Whoa.
Yeah, this is you're gonna fight some Heartless here
Got it.
shortly.
Use the power to protect yourself and others. Okay,
Yeah, there's your HP and your MP.
got it.
You can get more stuff. My
Times one.
ants. It's the ant boys.
Keep your light burning strong. Okay. Fuck you. Fuck.
Oh, hello, zombie run.
Zombie! How's it going, bro, man? Wait. Oh, I looked away for like half a second and they're all dead. Okay.
Oh yeah, the ant ones are like your common heartless.
Take items by walking up to them.
And you automatically lock on to the nearest enemy.
Oh, cool. Am I gonna take damage and it's gonna teach me how to restore health? Oh, wait.
Yes.
Oh. Lock onto a specific enemy by pressing R. It'll appear in the upper left corner. Lock onto targets limits the actions available to you. Okay.
It's like if you target on one heartless, it won't let you attack other heartless.
Okay, got it.
And those green orbs is like to help restore your HP.
Ah. So that's like a kind of like a general lock on, but it's not like an actual. God damn it. Okay, got it.
Yeah, they're annoying. Now you get to see the cool one.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Oh no.
Sora just died.
Is he having a nightmare?
I can't believe
Oh.
Sora just died.
Sora's fucking dead. Which Disney princess is this?
I think it's Aurora.
Oh. Oh, look, a
No,
door.
it's just an in general one.
Oh, like 3.
3 princesses.
It's stupid. This is a field icon. It's up to examine. Okay.
I really like the use of the heart station. They use it in every game to help, like, as a tutorial thing.
Huh.
There's a
That's
chest.
convenient.
Go open it. Tap tap.
Open for me. You can push it. Okay.
Push the
Hang
button.
on. Can I edit my settings?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I don't think you can right now.
Because the
You can later.
manual camera is actually really unwieldy. So I might change it later. Okay.
Since you're still in tutorial mode, I don't think you can edit settings.
Oh yeah, probably not. I guess after I will. Oh. I got an item. Use them with the items command. How do I... Huh?
It's
Nope.
down in the bottom left.
How do I switch between lock-ons? It set it for like half a second, and then it...
Well, you were switching between them.
I guess I just point to the one I want. Whatever. What do I have? Potion? Oh, I guess that heals, huh? Oh, I was gonna throw it at the door.
I think you can.
Wait, where'd it
No, it's
go?
not there anymore.
Disappointed.
You're-
I'm
You're in a
disappointed.
man
0 out of 10.
of spade is love, spade is life. He is.
Hold on, the door won't open just yet. Wait, what? Where am I?
First, tell me more about yourself. I forgot there's a first-person view. Most people tend not to use it.
Who are you? Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
All 3 of them are Final Fantasy characters.
The talk command.
I think that's selfie.
Most important to you. Friendship. I guess so.
There's
What are you so afraid of?
Tyler.
Getting old? I don't know. Getting old is really that scary? Shut up.
I can't remember his name.
1 out of life. To broaden my no, to see rare sights. Yeah.
Water.
You want friendship. You're afraid of getting old, and you want to see rare sights. That is correct. Those are the 3 things I literally just said. Your adventure begins at dawn. As long as the sun is shining, your journey should be a pleasant one. Sounds good. Now you will open the doors both far off and very near. I don't know what that means.
You'll find out at some point. There's Aurora. I knew she showed up at some point.
Oh, this one's big. Is he like having a dream? Is this what all this is? Or something?
Kind of.
Press. Oh. You can open the menu during battle. Oh, okay. Can I open my menu or am I about to go into battle?
You're about
I'm
to
about to go into battle. It's time to kill.
Time for murder.
That's a lot of enemies, actually. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, I don't know how I did that, but
It's just
I guess
an
just-
automatic thing.
alright, let's go. Fuck you. Let me heal.
Like I
Let me
said,
heal.
those green dots are gonna be good.
Yes.
Oh, the keyhole. The spawn point. It's my spawn point, Tyler.
Oh. Save point. Oh,
Oh yeah, the save.
they need to
forgot
save
that-
often. Okay.
Water face.
I got the tweet about my stream, but I don't care because no one really bothers about my Twitter. Oh my god! That's a lot of saves.
People tend to like saving at each world. And they know that.
Thank you. Yes, auto,
Yeah,
please.
there you go.
Wait, so it's auto, but I can still... So this is just the better option in general. God damn it. Whatever. You know what? This game's stupid. This game's dumb.
This came out on the PS2, Tyler.
That's, again, that makes sense.
We're going to another heart station.
Wow, it's Beauty.
Her
Belle.
name is Belle.
The Beauty and the
Dumbass.
Beast. Closer you get to light, the greater your shadow becomes. That's deep. There's some psychological meaning behind that. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Alright, let me beat him up. Don't be afraid. I'm afraid.
With your
Don't
dinky-ass
forget.
Mickey shoes. Don't
Jump.
Be afraid. Proceeds to be afraid.
Oh my god.
I love this dude.
Holy shit. Alright, time to kill him.
I got bored when I played Kingdom Hearts for the first time. A lot of people tend to say that about the first Kingdom Hearts.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
Yeah.
Hoi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, fuck you. Guess I'll just get as much damage as I can until he summons more dick farts. I mean, those guys are basically just free HP, I guess. So,
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
what are you doing? What is that? That doesn't look good. No, that's not good. Oh, it's time to move. I guess a general rule of thumb is to always keep moving, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, wait, I can... Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. God, this thing's huge. Kind of
Don't
difficult to
forget,
control the
proceed to
camera, but...
forget.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, kill time. Mash. Mash. Pressing the win button. Get fuck off.
You know, a general good rule of thumb when playing Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, I did it.
You just keep
What?
smashing the button. It'll.
Where'd my weapon
it'll
go?
work.
Oh, bullshit. I'm gonna get some, like, Mickey Mouse is gonna come from the Oh wait, but don't be afraid. I'm afraid.
Seems to be afraid.
You hold the mightiest weapon of all. Am I about to pull out the Keyblade? So don't forget, you're here forever.
Trying so hard not to say anything. 'Cause I want new experience.
You are the one who will open the door. The door needs a key. And I need to unlock it with the Keyblade. That's my hunch. I don't know how I get it though. I'll find out.
You'll find out.
Good morning. Good morning, pre-generated cutscene.
Whoa!
Hi.
Hi, Kyrie. I love Kyrie.
Sorry, you lazy bum. I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
No, this huge black thing swallowed me up. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't. Ow!
Are you still dreaming?
It wasn't a dream. Or was it? I don't know.
It was all just a dream.
What was that?
Or was it?
So bizarre.
Yeah, so weird.
Sure.
I've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like,
Say,
is any of this for real or not?
What was your hometown like? You know, where you grew up?
I've told you before. I don't remember.
Nothing at all?
Nothing.
She remembers something.
Actually, she doesn't.
Oh,
Happy here.
Really?
I'm gonna.
Let me know.
It's not really a spoiler. She really
I
doesn't.
wouldn't mind going to see it.
I'd like to see it too.
why do they have like rings in
Along
there?
with any
You know,
other worlds
never
out
mind.
there.
I don't know why that
I
bugs
wanna
me.
see 'em all.
It's anime.
What are we waiting for?
Hey, aren't you guys forgetting about me?
Hey, bitch.
So, I guess I'm the only one working on the raft.
Oh, you look cool. You're definitely not going to become my evil rival, right? You have the hair. He has the spiky hairstyle that makes me feel like he's going to become my evil rival.
It's like yes and no.
Well, don't tell me. It's okay. Well,
Art.
she's really slow.
She is.
You're really slow.
You'll proceed to watch her be the most useless character throughout the entire Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh, that's awesome.
I hate it. I hate it. She's so useless.
That's great. I'm glad the stream is still holding up, I think.
It is.
don't know.
I'm watching.
Okay, good. Yeah, I have it on too. Hopefully you guys are enjoying.
Welcome to Destiny Island.
Welcome to Tortimer Island from Animal Crossing.
Not Tortimer Island. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Hi.
It's your best friend Kyrie.
Any gathered rest of supplies? Sure. Okay, 2 logs, 1 cloth, 1 rope. Okay.
You're gonna make a raft.
Yeah. What? Oh my god, I have a wooden sword! Awesome.
Yeah. Because you guys like pretend to sword fight.
Aw, that's
Like-
awesome. That is definitely not gonna come back and that is definitely not gonna have any real life
You guys are just-
application. Oh,
You guys are just kids.
I guess I'm inside. What's this?
Save
Oh, it's a
point.
save. Cool. Oh god, it's gonna ask me to overwrite every single time.
Yes.
That's gonna be fun. Well, wait, do I still have my potion? Then it wasn't a dream!
Breaks into someone's house.
Well, I'd assume that's my house, because those are the only 3 people I've seen on the island.
The island gets much bigger. This is like an offshoot island. And there's
Oh.
your other best friend, Riku.
Hi. Oh, okay. Oh. Ready or not? Alright, let's do this.
Riku's
What the
actually a year older than Sora, so he's
You can tech! Oh, I'm gonna be a god at this game.
Don't tell me you're giving up already.
Oh fuck, he can tech too. Come here, bitch. Oh shit. Fuck you. No, stop it. Only I'm allowed to do that. I'm the main character. No, stop.
everyone's the main character of their own story.
Wait, I'm almost dead. No, no. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Die. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, you bitch. Why is he still beating me? Damn it. Am I able to win that?
Yeah,
Fuck.
but it's really hard.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Oh no. See, this is what I was talking about. You guys sword fight. 'Cause you're just a bunch of kids.
Okay, so I can't just mash A. I gotta mash A at a perfect time.
Don't tell me you're giving up already.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I pressed it. I pressed it. What the fuck? What? Oh, fuck off. You know what? Never mind. I give up.
It's a really hard fight.
Dumb.
But you are able to win.
Stupid. Just
I think you
dumb
can
and
just jump down.
stupid and dumb. Stupid and dumb and stupid. Who are you?
Hey, what's happening, man?
Nice accent.
Well, that that hasn't aged well.
Ooh.
A white guy.
Oh,
doing
yeah,
a
barrel.
Jamaican accent. You can throw it now.
Oh, I'm naturally pressing R to throw it like it's Breath of the Wild.
It didn't smash. I'm kind of mad. There we go. Selfie.
Hello. What Final Fantasy
Final-
game are you from?
The freeze feels great.
Cool.
I can't remember.
I have Final Fantasy VII, the original, downloaded. Haven't
You
played
also
it
have-
yet. I might stream that too.
We also have 14.
That's true.
We got 14 now.
Yeah, but I want to see Sephiroth. Sephiroth in 14?
I don't think so.
And I don't
There's
care.
Titus.
You feel lucky today?
Sure?
Titus is an asshole.
Wait a minute. Citus?
I said Titus.
Titus? Wait. You mean the guy with the laugh?
I don't know.
That's totally him. Holy shit.
Yeah, I know
Wait.
like for Selfie and Titus, they did like younger versions of the
Wait a
actual
minute.
characters.
Does that mean Kingdom Hearts is canonical to Final Fantasy?
No.
Oh, thank God.
Final
What's
Fantasy
this?
is canonical to Kingdom
Oh.
Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts is not canonical to Final Fantasy.
Okay, wait, what a... Pause in the midair. What am I looking for again?
2 logs, a cloth,
And something else.
and a stick, I think.
What? I have 2 logs, and why do I need it? Ugh.
For the mast, you dumb.
Oh, yeah. What do I need? Oh, it's a rope.
Rope. Oh, a rope. Okay. I'll go find a rope. It's
I
not
am-
in the ocean.
Well, doesn't help. It doesn't hurt to cover my bases. Okay. What's in here? Secret place. Oh,
It's where you, Kyrie, and Riku go to hang out.
cool. That looks important. Wonder where this door leads. G. This is definitely gonna come back later.
That moment when you look at something, you're like, this seems plot relevant.
Yeah, exactly. A gilded door in the middle of a secret grotto. That's definitely not like plot relevant.
Where the character goes, where'd this door come from?
Yeah, exactly. Is that the door I need to open? Don't answer that.
I'm not answering that. You're already
Oh.
up here. This is where you got the claw.
Shut your mouth. I am a smart
would help
individual
you.
and I'll figure it. Oh,
I don't remember everything, so I can't help you
oh,
sometimes. So.
no, you don't. This might sound a little rude, but I don't want you to help me unless
No,
I
that's fine.
explicitly ask because I want to feel like a dumbass if the
wanna-
game
you
treats me
wanna
like a dumbass.
experience- You want to experience it.
Oh, you found oh, high potion. Yeah, sure.
It's like a potion, but better.
Better. Yeah, I got it. Oh wow, that is actually very pretty.
So,
That definitely held out well.
his home is out there somewhere, right?
Could be.
Okay.
We'll never know by staying here.
Are we escaping?
Wait, how far can
Are we recreating Moana?
Who knows?
I would love
If
for
we have
Moana
to,
to be in Kingdom
Think of
Hearts.
something else.
So,
Moana's
suppose
awesome.
you
Probably
could
one of my
pick up
favorite
another
Disney
home.
movies.
What would you do there?
Kill.
Well, I haven't really thought about it.
I'm going to kill.
I've always wondered why we're here on this island.
That's true. Why are they on an island?
There are
Don't
other
answer that.
worlds out there. Why did we
Because
end
they
up on
live
this one?
there.
Shh.
And suppose there are other worlds. Then ours is just a little piece of something much greater.
Much greater.
So, we could have just as easily ended up somewhere else, right?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's why we need to go
I
out
don't
there
know.
and find out. Just sitting here won't change a thing.
I've heard that the cutscenes
It's the
get
same old
very funny, so I'm looking
Oh, they
forward to
get
that.
Great.
You've
They
been
can
thinking a
get
lot
great.
lately, haven't you?
Thanks to you. If you hadn't come here, I probably would have never thought of any of this.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
No, because Kyrie's from another world, dumbass.
What?
'Cause
Wait.
remember, she was from another home, and she
Sora.
doesn't remember.
Oh yeah.
Not a
wanted one.
spoiler. They
Fruit,
never replaced
fruit,
it.
fruit.
Haupu fruit.
How
If
cool.
two
Oh,
people
fruit.
share one, their destinies become intertwined. They'll remain a part of each other's lives, no matter what.
Uh-oh.
Come on, I know you want to try it.
What are you talking?
Your dumbass Riku just gave it to Sora. Didn't you technically share that Palpo fruit?
Why did he just throw it? Not even eat it? What does it taste like? Why did they what? They're This is definitely a PS2 game. Oh, mamma mia. That looks important.
Here
What the
they
fuck?
come.
Is this?
It's
Oh my
you.
god! It's double!
M-O-U-S-E.
Oh my god! Those are the
Mickey Mouse,
brooms!
Donald Duck.
Sure.
The Mickey Mouse song.
Grand Emperor Mickey Mouse. I love Donald. Oh my god! That's amazing.
Donald's a mage, as you can tell by his hat.
Who?
Your Majesty
Who?
is what he said.
Yes, yeah, who?
Who's it look like by the banner?
Oh,
the
it's
chair?
Mickey Mouse. Where's Mickey? Oh, hi. Yeah, Pluto!
I love Pluto.
Donald Duck's invitation to Smash Bros. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, what the hell is happening?
Just gotta wait.
I love this. Goofy! I love this. Oh my god, I love this. I love this more than I thought I would.
It's a stupid game and it's just so much fun.
Holy shit.
Hey there, Donald. Good morning.
Just electrocuted him.
Ooh, Queen Minnie?
Queen?
Daisy? Oh, good morning, ladies.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Yeah, in this series, like Donald and Daisy are dating and Minnie and Mickey are like
Yeah. That's awesome.
back to Sora.
Alright.
Sora, have you
Yes.
They say if you share it with someone you really care for, it binds you together forever and ever, through eternity.
We literally just had a cutscene about this.
It's so romantic.
Oh.
I gotta try it sometime.
Well, better not be with me, because I find your voice very annoying.
I hate her so much. For the same exact
You,
reason.
on the other hand... No, I'm kidding.
We have been exploring today.
Oh my god.
You know,
The white
this
guy
secret
doing
place at the base of that tree.
Jamaican.
There's gotta be something there, yeah?
I'm pretty sure there's a something there. I'm gonna keep exploring before I go there, though. Oops. Up. Up. Actually, I'll save. I'll save. Save button. The save button. The button that saves. Thank you.
How's everyone enjoying the stream so far? Y'all enjoying it?
Yeah, how are you guys enjoying me fumble
Guys
around?
vibing?
Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Glad you guys are tuning in.
Hey Titus, you asshole.
Fuck you. Oh, I can't hit him.
Gotten stronger, but odds are you're still no match for Riku.
Eat shit.
We took him on 3-1 last time. He whipped us all. Well, I guess Kyrie can always count on him.
Oh, fuck you. Wow.
Because, like,
asshole.
Like I was saying earlier, Kyrie and Sora are 14 and Riku's 15.
What? Wait. I'm able to do this?
Oh, I forgot you could do that.
Speedrun strat. Speedrun.
Yes, fun, very good. Oh, I'm glad you guys are having fun.
That's awesome. Oh, hi, Maya. I didn't know you were here. Welcome. Oh, that's an
Maya
egg.
just snuck
I
in.
want. Oh, cool. I got a seagull egg.
Just steals a seagull egg.
Mine. It's mine now.
I think I saw a ladder on the little island with Titus.
Where?
Like that little island. There's like a ladder.
What? What? I don't
Like-
see a ladder.
Like like the opposite side.
The camera.
Leads down. Like it leads down.
Oh. Let me go up. It's so annoying to go back up there. God damn it. I have to go through the
Gotta go
fucking
around.
shack.
You can't
Go
jump
all the way-
high enough yet.
Yet. Anyway. Oh yeah, you're right. Can I,
thought
like,
saw it
zoom out or
earlier, I
something?
wasn't sure. No.
Oh. Ah, that would have been useful. God damn it. Oh, I can swim. Oh,
What happened?
what?
What happened?
What?
What happened? Oh no, what happened?
What the fuck?
Oh no, what happened?
Am I not allowed to swim?
What happened? What happened? Go back to your last save point, I guess.
How?
I don't know.
Welp. Thanks for playing Kingdom Hearts. Thanks for joining me on the Kingdom Hearts. We will be right back with some technical difficulties. I'm going to kill John Disney. welcome back. I almost clicked stop streaming instead of disabling studio mode. That would have been
Maybe
funny.
Maybe you go through the door that Kyrie was standing in front of. You able
What?
to? I don't know.
I don't know. I just know not to go back into the fucking water. Jesus Christ.
Sharing your screen with me.
Oh, am I?
You're not.
Oh, let me fix that. There you go. Should be able to see it now. Alright, I'm not wasting any time. I'm just gonna go.
Maybe we go to the secret place. That would make sense.
Fuck exploration, I guess.
Go in the Nope. Not here. I don't see any Kyrie or Riku. Like I said, Kyrie was standing in front of a door before.
Huh? Oh.
When you were
Oh,
looking for the
yeah.
raft stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe,
I didn't
maybe go
realize that
there
was a door.
and PSP graphics. I'm not
I thought it was
looking at
just like an
door.
overhang.
There's a door there.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh god.
Riku.
Hi, bitch.
I love it.
Hey, Sarah, Rasties, how about high wind? Huh?
You can name the raft.
Oh god. You should not have given me this power. Got it. Done.
You gotta delete Excalibur.
Excalibur. Hey, how about the usual? Let's do it. You guys at it again? Alright, I'll be the judge. Usual rules apply. Take any route you want. What?
You're gonna do a race to see who names the raft.
Oh god. I don't care enough. Alright,
If
whatever.
I win, I'm captain. And if you win,
I get to share the Palpu with Kyrie.
huh?
I knew it.
The winner gets to share a Palpu with Kyrie.
Wait a minute.
Okay, on my count.
Oh, he's so stupid.
Get ready.
He's so fucking stupid. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you. Oh, thank God that... Oh, you bitch! Get the fuck... Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Fast as fuck, bitch. Fast as fuck, bitch. I'm fat. What? Alright, whatever. Alright, whatever. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Well,
You just lost the race.
I just lost the race. I don't really care, so that sucks, I guess.
It's my running theory that they got like a polyamorous relationship going on.
Oh wait, he forgot to touch it. Does that mean I did it?
I don't know.
Where is he?
I don't know.
Is he in here?
I don't.
Where'd he?
Where'd he go?
Am I not? Did I delete? Did I swear to God, if I broke the fucking game again.
Where'd he go? Maybe go back?
If I broke the goddamn game again, I'm gonna be so mad.
Try pushing that rock.
No.
I don't wanna. Where'd he go?
I don't.
Riku. Riku.
Oh,
There you go.
is that? So I hold X. I press X while I'm in the air. That's dumb.
That's how you grab stuff, I think.
Stupid.
Where'd he go? Do you have to go all the way back?
I fucking better not. Okay, I swear. Is that Riku? No, that's a bush.
Try pushing that rock, maybe it'll go all the way back.
Nope.
Oh, something's there though. Gotta be.
I am about to lose my fucking marbles. Oh. Oh, thank God. Man, that's gonna shoot a 3. Alright, we're naming the raft Highwind. Damn it.
I love his pouty face.
Hey, bitch. Oh, the Palpu thing? It was should have seen your face. Fine. I'm gonna beat your ass.
You just want to prove Riku wrong.
Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Speedrun. No.
No,
got-
no. Keep going, keep going.
How? How is he over the way? How? How? Bro. No! Go. I am fucking pissed. This motherfucker.
He walked on you.
I hate this man. Fuck you, Riku. Can I please?
Jump on the log, jump on the thing.
Fuck.
Kyrie.
Wait.
Where is she? Maybe she's at the raft.
Oh my god. I love this game. This game is my favoriteest in all of Kingdom
I'm
Hearts.
loving this game.
This is great and fun. Oh my god, she's at the raft.
There she is.
Fuck you.
Hi, Kyrie. 1 seagull egg, 3 mushrooms, 2 coconuts, 3 fish.
Are you kidding me?
You already got an egg.
Are you Need to do more fucking
You already got
shit.
the egg.
Need to do more shit. Need to do more fucking shit. Need to get more shit.
Mushroom.
Need to get a fucking mushroom. I need to get all this other shit. I need to get all this fucking garbage.
We're having fun. We're having fun.
I'm having fun. Look at how much fun I'm having. This is so fun.
Look at the fun we're having, guys.
This is so fun. This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun right now. It's so fun, actually.
He's having so much fun dealing with PS2.
I'm so happy right now. I could have emulated this game and it would have ran better.
Probably.
Is that a shortcut? Yes. Where's the source of
Green.
water?
Maybe talk
Oh.
to the other characters.
Can I? There we go. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck that piece of wood in particular. Can I not go back? Oh, thank God.
You can jump pretty high.
How do I ledge grab? Is that just a normal thing?
I think it's just an automatic thing,
I hope so.
but you have to hit it just right.
Oh, yay. Help. I don't care. I don't care. I don't. Sure. Okay.
The
Okay.
Wayfinder.
Any of us will always be together. Cool. Tell me where to find shit.
But you got a seagull egg.
I'm
Do you
counting
have to
on
do it
you.
again?
If I have to go out into the ocean to find fish and the game goes black again, I'm going to fucking riot. Wow.
Jump into the water, Tyler. Test it out.
I'm gonna save first.
Probably a good idea.
Fuck you. Anyways, I had to say fuck you to Riku.
Just the double check and make sure. Screw you to Riku. There's a ladder on the back side. Oh yeah, you're saving.
Maybe I should have waited for Kingdom Hearts to come out on the Switch. It's back? Alright, whatever. How many? You're kidding.
Egg.
Oh, because I crashed,
Oh yeah. I think you gotta get 2 fish.
How? Oh
Probably the
no.
water. I see a fish.
Here we go. Come here, fish. Come here, fish. Come here, fish. Okay, that wasn't bad at all. Thank God.
It didn't crash this time.
Holy shit. Well, it didn't crash. The screen went black. And it, like, I could still hear the music and everything.
Yeah. You could
That's
hear
weird.
him like doing stuff too.
I was mashing buttons furiously.
Climb Twee. There's
Looking
something
for
on the
more
Twee?
seagull eggs.
No, nothing on the Twee. I don't see any more seagull eggs. You just need one.
Mm-hmm.
You got one.
The slaughter.
The slaughter. You're gonna kill the seagull population.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm going to kill the seagulls. They're gonna get so scared of me that they'll shit out a seagull egg and give it to me.
Just to stave off your anger.
How much do I need? What do I need?
2 mushrooms.
One fish?
coconut. I guess you need like 1 more fish.
What is this? It's a starfish.
Like, didn't coconuts fall in like the area where Titus is?
Yes. I remember seeing that.
When you were fighting Riku.
Box, what do? Okay.
Throw books. The books is dead.
I am numb. What is that? It's a treasure
It's
chest.
like treasure chest.
I can't get it. Fuck is this? Okay.
A lot of nothing.
Fuck you.
Get it? A hole? A lot of nothing?
Nice.
We just vibing, man.
That was really funny. I want to go over to that ladder because that's where it crashed. That's where it
The
went
crash
black.
ladder. Crash ladder. We don't trust the crash ladder. Come on, coconut. You have to
Coconut.
climb tree. Maybe you have to climb tree.
Oh my god.
Coconut.
Can I pick it up? I need it.
Another coconut has fallen from the tree. Maybe you have to crack them open.
Oh,
It's green, it's green now.
got it. Do I actually need to wait for it to get ripe? No,
think
I
you
just
had
need to get a
cut it,
green
you need to
coconut.
hit it. Good one. When
Oh
you
no! Coconut!
How many do you need?
Apparently
Remember.
2, because they stopped falling.
And I have returned. Your biggest fan, Trapeller, is here.
Hello,
Never fear,
trap.
I am here. Oh, I saw you fall off and like hissed a little. Where's your little mushroom?
I need a seagull egg.
You got a seagull egg.
I need another one.
Oh. Hmm. Come on, seagull.
My
shoot
name's
out of the
Sora.
egg.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of all of you. I'm gonna kill all of you. I'm gonna kill all of you. I'm gonna kill Mickey Mouse.
Don't kill Mickey. You think anyone has any of the supplies you're looking for?
Hey. Sure? Oh. Wait, what? Oh. Well, oh fuck. No, stop. Stop it.
Throwing his
Stop.
balls at you.
Oh, he's a zoner. Got it. So I just get close to him and he just can't defend himself. Got it. Yeah, run, bitch.
Nowhere else to run.
Oh, shit.
Oh dang, we got him out of his corner.
Oh, fuck.
He got you with one. of
He's
his
like
guns.
super armor. Did I win?
Yeah.
What? No. No, wait. Wait. Oh, okay. Thanks. I already figured that
Okay.
out, but
Okay,
thanks.
do you have a mushroom?
Oh, God.
Do you have a mushroom, Sophie?
Bitch. Wait, what? Wait. Alright, whatever. No,
Flinging a jump rope at you.
about to beat up a child.
You are also a child.
And?
It's children fighting.
You suck. Not you. Talking about them. Yeah, eat shit. Yeah, fuck you.
This stuff.
Feel free to consult a walkthrough and give me, like, give
Here,
me
let me-
hints. But don't outright tell me, please.
Okay, let me look it up.
Become the Dan to my Aaron.
I'll become the dandy Aaron. Where are the things at the beginning?
Hey, bitch, I have your shit.
Kingdom Hearts 1.
2 mushrooms and 1 fish. God damn it. Hello, fish. Hello, fish. Hello, fish. Hello. Hello,
These fish
fish.
can only be in the
Hello.
other area. That
Fuck.
We're only in the
Fuck
other
you,
area.
Riku. Eat shit, Riku.
Hmm.
I'm mad at him. Is he like better than me in every single way? Why can't I play as Riku?
I don't know. You can in
Fish.
later games though.
Okay, I got a fish. Now I just need 2 mushrooms.
So
Oh,
if you want the thing that's in the treasure chest, by the way, it has nothing to do with the stuff you're getting. If you want
yeah.
the stuff out of the treasure
No!
chest,
What?
you have to get it now.
What happened? It happened again! What the fuck is happening?
Okay, I have a thing. I have tutorial.
What?
Here, I'll let you figure that out. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I am so fucking mad right now. I am gonna figure this out, and until it becomes the death of me. Why is this happening? What if I fix the camera? No. Why? Why is this happening? I'm confused and I'm angry. I am very angry. What does anyone know what is happening here? What? I am so confused right now.
I think the screen is still black in the back.
I've been trying to look up, like, no one has apparently experienced this before.
You got a bad version on Epic Games, I guess.
Be right back.
forget to share your screen with me.
Yes, that's probably important. Alright. It's time to fucking play the game.
Go back, you went and see what.
Now I gotta beat the shit out of these two people again.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because I
think
got
it's
something for
been-
beating them, I think.
Did you?
It said like you gained one something. Fuck you. Stop. Oh my god. I swear to God. Die. Die. What? Oh, fuck off. You know what? I'm not doing it. Fuck this. Okay, what do I need? A fish? Fish.
You need free fish.
I am very happy that I spent $40 on this game.
Epic Games, not Kingdom Hearts' fault.
If I could get this somewhere else, I would.
What, Kingdom Hearts?
This one in particular.
You can get it when it comes out on Switch.
Yay!
And then, like, port it over or something. You want to do it on your computer? Did you get the water yet?
No. I don't have the bottle. Oh wait, I already gave it to them, didn't I? Fuck you. Sorry, I have to say it every
Ooh, and
single
your
time I
spiky
see
hair.
Riku.
You're gonna love Riku later on, trust me.
Great. I don't like him right now. Oh. Oh my god.
You keep passing by a mushroom a couple times.
What?
Not in this area, go back up.
Please. Thank you.
Find a mushroom. I saw it. I was looking at it.
Hang on.
Remember
Didn't you
they're
say something
brown.
about the chest?
Yeah, there's nothing you need about the chest for the thing. It's just an extra thing.
Okay, but how do I get to it?
Okay, you know the box you always break?
Oh, got it. Man, this is fun. Well, it would be
That's why
a
the
lot more
mushroom
fun.
again.
Ding dong. Ah, I got a thing. Oh, I
There it
got a
is.
mushroom.
Now to look at my tutorial.
Cool, a slightly raised defense.
You don't forget to get your coconuts.
I'm just gonna save frequently, because I don't know how to fix this. God damn it.
Now you just need one more mushroom. And I think 2 coconuts.
And the seagull
You
egg.
Need the egg. Need the egg.
Thank
Oh, that was
God.
easy.
I need one more, I think.
You just need 2. You just need 2.
Sorry, I'm taking out my rage on this tree. Okay. I'm gonna...
The other mushroom is on this side of the island.
You know what it's time to save again. Because that screen going black is gonna drive me through the fucking roof if it happens again. If it happens again, I'm probably gonna end the stream.
Understandable. You said you already got the drinking water?
Yes.
Okay. I think you just need one more mushroom.
Mushroom. Mushroom.
What place have you not looked for a mushroom in yet?
This one. No mushroom.
No, there's actually another place.
No mushroom.
There's another place you haven't been to.
Oh my God. Swear to God, if it's in the secret fucking cave, secret place, I'm gonna lose my goddamn marbles. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it, Aubrey. Oh my
I'm
God.
looking at it.
Oh my.
Cutscene.
What the fuck?
It's Soren Kyrie.
Aw.
Look at them, they're babies.
Children.
That's when they were 4, I believe.
Oh my God. So they literally grew up on this island.
Yep.
What is he doing?
Eating
Aw.
her a papu fruit.
Aw, that's adorable.
Who's there?
Oh shit.
I've come to see the door to this world.
Huh?
This world has been connected.
Well, what are you talking about?
Tied to the darkness,
Oh shit.
soon to be completely eclipsed.
Well, whoever you are, stop freaking me out like this. Huh? Well, where did you come from?
You do not yet know what lies beyond the door.
So you're from another world.
There is so very much to learn. You understand so little.
Or you are
Yeah.
14.
Well, you'll see. I'm gonna get out and learn what's out there.
A meaningless effort.
Sounds like
One who
Sephiroth.
knows nothing can understand nothing.
This
Sounds
is a
like-
Kingdom Hearts. This is a Square Enix game, so I'm not surprised.
I know, but he sounds stupid, like Sephiroth.
Well, be prepared for more of that.
Oh shit. Oh shit, he's gone. Wherever could he be?
Back
sh-
to the island. Back to the island music.
Yeah, back to happy-go-lucky. I need to go save immediately.
That's your only. You got all the stuff, I think.
I think so. Man, that definitely took a lot longer than it should have, huh?
I'm glad I looked up a tutorial. Yeah,
Thank you.
save. Woo.
I just wish there was a good way to load saves from anywhere.
You're able to in later games.
Later games. I bet later games don't have this fucking issue.
No, probably not. Unless they're on Epic Games, apparently.
Epic Games trademark. We port games the worst way possible.
They really do. Don't drop on
Sorry,
the
Epic
thing.
Games, but you are pissing me the fuck off right now. Fix your goddamn game, please. Thank you.
Hi, Kyrie.
Hey. Oh my god.
I did tell you need to get 3 fish.
Don't need this right now.
Fish in the water. I don't see any fish.
I know where the third fish is because I got it already, but the game fucking froze on me, or the game decided, hey, you can't play the game anymore, bitch. So,
I love watching how smoothly it runs on your Twitch, and it's janky on Discord.
really? It's the opposite for me. Yeah, whatever.
I saw a fish.
Fuck over here. Get the
Fish.
fuck over here, you fucking fish. Fuck you.
Okay, you got them all.
I'm very bitter right now.
Okay, don't forget to save. Saying that as your friend, it's not because you've been blacking out a lot, but because it's a good idea because you're about to go into a bunch of cutscenes.
I'm gonna fucking black out. No, that's what's actually happening. Sora's just blacking out and like getting visions of the future or some shit. Like fucking
He
fucking
gets enveloped by the darkness.
no. He just blacks out and gets like a vision of the future or what's about to happen. Like Shulk.
Beating the shit out of him by Mario.
Yeah. Thanks. Sure. Okay.
Let's go nap.
Does it mean I can put my controller down?
Rico has changed.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you mean?
Some pretty water.
He's an asshole now.
He's a dick.
You okay?
Sora, let's take the raft and go. Just the two
Leave
of
me.
us.
Leave Rico
What?
alone.
Just kidding.
What's gotten into you? You're the one that's changed, Kyrie.
Maybe. You know, I was a little afraid at first, but now I'm ready. No matter where I go or what I see, I know I can always come back here.
Let me exit
Right?
out, go back in.
You know, this place is gonna get fucking destroyed.
Sora, don't ever change.
I won't.
I just can't wait. Once we set sail, it'll be great.
Yeah, it'll be great. Yeah, nothing's gonna go wrong in the first cutscene of a JRPG.
That specific scene they referenced in Sora's Smash trailer.
Yeah. Donald. Oh shit.
Sorry to rush
Sorry
out
for the
without
rush without saying
anything.
goodbye, but there's big trouble brewing.
You are right, that is Mickey
Stars
Mouse.
have been blinking out one by one, and that means disaster can't be far behind. I hate to leave you all, but I gotta check into it. Thanks, Mickey, for stopping the celestial collapse of reality. There's someone with a key, the key to our survival. That's funny. So I need you and Goofy to find him and stick with him, got it? We need that key or we're doomed! Go to Traverse Town and find Leon. He'll point you into the right direction.
I love Traverse Town, it's one of my favorite places.
P.S. Would you apologize to Minnie for me? Thanks, pal. Mickey.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks, pal.
I love Pluto.
What could this mean?
Exactly what it says.
We'll just have to trust the king.
Go
Call him the king?
Hope he's all right.
They're his friends, Jesus.
It's It's real funny because even Mickey says that. He's like, "Stop calling me king."
Oh, cool.
He's like, "Stop
No.
calling me king, Mickey. We're friends."
Be careful now, both of you.
I thought Daisy was just gonna be like, no.
To chronicle your travels, he will accompany you.
Who?
Oh, it's the dude. It's the dude. He coming.
Oh,
It's
Jiminy
Jiminy
Cricket!
Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my god, it's Jiminy Cricket!
We hope for your safe return.
He
Please
logs
help
all
the
your
king.
travels throughout the entire game series.
Cool. What? Why is he over there? Oh. It's great. I can tell that they're like the best dynamic duo.
Disappeared too. It was terrible. We were scattered. And as far as I can see, I'm the only
Whoa.
one who made it to this castle. Right.
Don't do that.
You mean while we're in other worlds, we can't let on where we're from, huh? We gotta protect the world border. Right. World border.
Yeah. I knew it. I knew it.
We can't do we can't be meta.
Guess we'll need new duds when we get there, huh?
You need fancy duds.
Oh, I just thought about it. I'm excited for you to go to the Lion King world.
Oh, what the hell is this? This is cool.
Miska, Muska, Mickey Mouse.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's the gummy ship. I love the gummy ship.
What the fuck? Oh my god, it's Chip and Dale.
Yeah, they're kind of like mechanics.
That's amazing.
They're tiny but mighty. It's not really a spoiler, but there's two characters that haven't appeared in Kingdom Hearts yet, and I really want them to soon.
Oh.
Oswald the Rabbit has not been in Kingdom Hearts yet,
No!
and Max Goofy's son has not been in Kingdom Hearts yet either.
No! But those are honestly kind of like, yeah, they kind of make sense. Oh. What?
Yes, but Huey, Dewey, and Louie are in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, then yeah,
And
they
so
have
is
no
Scrooge
excuse, you're right.
McDuck.
Are they just gonna fall at the bottom? Oh my god!
Yup.
Holy shit. Wait, why are they in a rocket again?
Because they're going to other worlds.
And they need a rocket to do that? Whatever. You know what? Never
Yeah,
mind.
it's the
Never
gummy
mind.
ship. How do
Never.
you think people from Earth got to Mars?
Okay, what? You know what? I thought they were meant worlds as in like what universes or whatever. I don't know. Whatever.
When they mean worlds, they literally mean worlds.
Wow.
Oh no, the raft!
No, the
Yeah,
raft.
it's an offshoot island from the main island that they boat back and forth to, as you could see. It's Sora's mom.
Uh-oh.
Sora.
Wait, they were planning to just leave? Just leave their family? Holy shit, that's deep.
Because they wanted to help Kairi
Oh
find her
my
home.
god.
See, there's a little boat that goes back and forth.
Oh shit, it's those things. Oh fuck. Oh shit. I was not ready to do this. Can I?
Now, so
What?
word to the wise, you're not supposed to battle them. You're supposed to run.
Oh shit, okay.
My guess is go towards.
Yeah, you
The
know what? I'm gonna go
tree
towards the
area.
fancy door.
No.
Oh, okay.
Go towards the
Oh wait,
little
I see
island with
Riku. I see
on
Riku.
it.
Yes. Yeah, I got
Just
this.
so, just
I got
so you
this.
don't frustrate yourself.
No, I got this.
Where's Kairi? I thought she was with you.
The door is open.
Oh shit. What?
It's open, Sora. Once we step through, we might not be able to come back. We may never see our parents again. There's no turning back.
What?
But this
This
may be
dude's
our
15.
only chance. We can't let fear stop us. I'm not afraid of the darkness.
Oh fuck.
It's like in the opening scene when he's in the water.
What's happening to him? Oh no.
It looks like he's getting enveloped by darkness. You guys save your best friend Riku, Sora.
Uh-oh.
You just keep getting enveloped by darkness.
Oh shit! Keyblade.
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 Oh
Now
yeah,
you can
yeah,
fight
fuck
the
you.
Heartless.
Yeah, fuck you.
Now the whole thing with this is you can't fight Heartless with regular weapons. They can only be defeated with Keyblade.
Ah, got it. Okay, so just one combo kills them. Strength up. Oh shit. Okay. Well. Fuck you. Oh shit. Here's time to run.
Uh-oh. Look, that door.
Oh. Where's Lady? Where's
Kyrie?
Kyrie?
Where's Kyrie? I love how the music just stopped.
Oh, there's Kyrie.
Sora.
What the fuck? Oh shit. It's not good. Wait, was I right about it getting fucking destroyed?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You know how they
Oh
how
shit.
Mickey was talking about in his letter that worlds were just disappearing?
Oh shit. Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Oh shit. Well, it's time to
What's
actually
happening
fight
to-
this guy now, I guess.
What's happening to Destiny Island?
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm not gonna tell you how it's happening. But that's
Yes,
what's
do not,
happening.
please. Do not tell me. What's he doing? The fuck is he doing? Come down here and look at me, motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, fuck you. Oh shit. Oh, it's okay. I can just wail on him.
You- I've seen a clearer version just on your Twitch. That isn't laggy as hell for me.
Is it okay if I stop streaming on Discord then? Or actually
Oh,
no,
but
I
you
want you to
hear it.
yeah, yeah, you're
Hear
right.
it.
Wait, can you not hear it on Twitch?
Well, I have it muted. So
Oh,
I can
thank
talk
God.
with you, and I don't.
Okay, okay. I was like, I
Otherwise,
swear
I
to
would
God,
hear
if
it.
it's muted on Twitch, I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay.
No, I can hear
I
you.
did it! Let's go! Fuck you! Oh. I guess I didn't beat him. Or he's just gonna go.
You never
Yeah.
truly defeat him because how can you defeat your own shadow?
Oh, that's deep.
Because the closer you are to the light, the bigger your shadow.
Oh, haha. Hey, it's Goofy!
Dumb.
You doubled. Hey, who's that? Sora just fucking falls from the sky. He just like collapses in front of them. Is like,
It's Traverse Town.
Traverse Town.
I love Traverse Town.
It was like Toontown.
Kind of.
Hey, you know, maybe we ought to go find Leon.
Another Final Fantasy character.
Donald, you know, I bet you that, What do I know?
What?
Come on, Pluto.
Come on,
Pluto?
Pluto.
Where's he going, bro? Where you going?
Sniffing stuff out.
Oh shit! There he is.
Oh,
What is that? What the fuck are you?
what a dream. Ah! This isn't a dream. Oh, where am I? Oh boy.
Oh shit.
Know where we are? Oh, hey!
Bet
Come back here,
I'm
dog.
gonna predict something, and I'm gonna say Donald's gonna look at Sora and be like, "All right, kid, just fucking go back to where you came from, okay?" Wow, this place looks grim. Oh, in another world.
Because they couldn't render too many characters in.
My world was attacked by shadows. Cool.
Got separated from his mom. That lady. That her boobs are fake.
There. Oh.
Push
Oh. Guess not.
Must be some way to open it. If only you had a
Oh, I know
giant
these
key.
things.
If only you had a giant key to open chests with.
Yeah. The first district. Okay. Got it.
Hey,
That's
Tyler,
a nice
what are you holding?
key. Oh. Oh. Is that really? What?
Well, usually you tap it. I don't know.
Yeah, then there must be some secret to opening it. Whatever. It's not a big of a deal.
You'll find out later, I guess.
As long as I get to beat the shit out of Riku again.
Accessory shop. It's Sid. I love Sid.
Oh, save point. Please. Hey there, how can I? Oh, it's only a kid. I'm not a kid. The name's Sora. Okay, simmer down. White long face, you lost? Where are we? Huh? Average Town. Is there really another world? Don't call me Grant. The name's Sid. Anyway, I'm sure what you're talking about, but it's just sure ain't your island. Hey,
Oh
Riku.
man, Sid has a really gravelly voice. Real deep and gravelly. He's like, "Hey, what's wrong with you,
fuck
kid?"
you.
Yeah, that's probably a bit more accurate.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, man, fuck it. It's
I wonder if there's some way to open it. Yeah, usually you do that.
What's that? What is this? Oh, it's an item, not a accessory. What is it? Okay. I don't know what that
You'll
is.
learn about that later.
I guess I'll figure out.
Gee, I wonder where Donald and Goofy went.
Me too. Where the fuck did they go?
Uh,
Oh, maybe not towards the dead end. That would probably be helpful. Hey, here's your workshop. Cool.
I love Moogles. Why aren't the Moogles floating?
They're amazing. Guess
Why
I'm
aren't
going
the
this way.
Moogles flying? Why are
Didn't
they
some
just
guys say
walking
like the
around?
second district or only the first district was safe or something? Oh
Yeah, it's-
my fucking god. I guess that's why. Oh shit. What was that?
You see, when someone dies, their heart gets turned into a heartless.
It's those creatures. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. Eat shit. Fuck you. I just got this thing today and I immediately know how to use it.
Well, you played with toy swords earlier. It's essentially the same thing.
That's true, but I imagine that the weight distribution on this thing is fucking abysmal because of the key part of the Keyblade.
I think it's like canonically really light for him
Oh. Okay, that's fine then, I guess.
because it's like made out of light.
Oh. So it's basically the same thing like a lightsaber. Like, you can really only feel weight in the hilt.
No, like the entire thing.
Oh. That's dumb. No. It's neat. Oh, I'm getting money now.
Yeah, that's what the other stuff is. It's money.
Oh, I thought that was like health and mana for some reason. Learn sliding dash. Oh, I can't check in battle. I guess I'll learn after this. Yeah, fuck you. I'm starting to get the hang of this. I think I pressed like a weird button that caused the screen to fuck up. I might have pressed like lock on at a wrong time or something, I think. Because I remember hearing like a button being pressed whenever that happened.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm just
remember
gonna
that
try
too.
not to...
Yeah, don't press random buttons that you don't know.
Yeah. Difficult. Okay, abilities. There it is. What is this? Sliding dash. Okay,
yeah,
I
you equip it.
guess I'll equip.
You have it equipped.
Okay, how do I use it?
I don't know. Look up how to use it.
Nah, I guess it'll probably teach me.
Not always.
I mean, if I don't have like the ability to use it, then I probably need to wait. It's probably one of the other menu options or something.
No, you have the ability to use it. You just equipped it.
Well, yeah, but like I don't know how, so I'll just wait.
No, it's not. It's not going to be in your command area.
I don't want to click.
You have to press.
Yeah, and I don't want to press random buttons. All right, let me see.
That's why you have to look through your stuff.
It doesn't tell me what things do. I guess I'll figure it out. Whatever. Looking for Dobbled. Where was that fancy Heartless?
It disappeared. Dalmatian's house.
Oh, god damn it!
This could take a while.
This could take a while. Yeah?
Your Goofy's great.
Oh no, is this like the fucking Koroks of the game?
It's like a side thing. You don't have to
99
do
of
it.
them, huh? No, I'll find them. I got this.
How sad they are.
I know. That's why I want to find them. Watch, there's gonna be like one like in the house. It's always gonna be one that's like out in the open, like obviously.
Yeah.
And then the rest
There's
are
a
like,
couple.
oh yeah, find it, bitch.
Sometimes they'll be
Tough
obvious
shit.
because they are bright white.
Yeah. Oh yeah, tough shit. Hey, stop becoming flat. That's rude.
I would just love to have one of the ants as like a plush. So I could throw it every once in a while.
Man, I'm glad the game's actually working again.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Probably
just
'cause you haven't
jinx it.
pressed that random button.
Yeah. I hate that I don't know what button it is, though.
Just don't press it.
Thanks.
Whatever it is, just don't press it.
I'll keep that in. Oh my god. There's so many of them. Yeah, I really like that sweeping attack. The third attack in the combo, because it hits
Yeah.
multiple enemies.
Yeah. Look at all
I
this
try
money.
to use that as much as possible.
All that money.
Caution. Okay. I am going to not take caution at all.
The second district.
Now where I just was? Oh god. Wait, how did Donald and Goofy fight these things? Don't answer that, actually.
Probably. I don't know.
Big bell above the Gizmo shop. Okay. Guess I gotta ring the bell. Oh shit.
You don't have to fight every enemy, you know?
Yeah, but I wanna
I like murder.
kill. It also gets me P. I don't know what P does, but I'm getting it.
Get you money.
Alright, never mind.
Yeah, there's a reason why I said you don't have to fight every character.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, I thought those were all rooms. Currently closed. Okay. Currently closed. Wow. It's great.
Great service.
Give me money. Oh, the Gizmo shop. Oh, god fucking damn it. Leon. Oh, this is cool. Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I looked away.
What's that?
I got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
Oh,
I got who's it and what's it and what. I just remembered.
what? Nice wall. Is this supposed to happen?
That's where Donald and Goofy were at some point.
Is it
Remember
supposed
they
to
were
be
peeking
a
over the edge.
wall? Oh. And a wobbly. I guess I can't climb it now. Can I fix it by hitting it? No. Okay.
No, that's not how stuff works.
Oh no. What is this? What do I do? So I'm going back.
It always dropped down.
God damn it. I don't want to accidentally like soft lock. I don't know how old this game is.
It's a 2002, 2001 game.
It's when I was fucking born.
The murder. Very. Sorry, this bit.
Give me the money.
Money.
Money. Money. Money. I'm
Now, where do we
getting
go?
rich. I'm getting the money.
Where do we go from here?
I don't know. You're the one with the walkthrough.
I didn't have a walkthrough of Kingdom Hearts. I had a walkthrough of how to get the items.
Oh. Never mind then.
Maybe there was a door here where you came from or something? I don't know. That sounds like a Kingdom Hearts thing.
I guess there's something I have to do in here, I suppose. Is that? No, that's just...
Like, maybe go to the other door. Drop down, go right.
Yeah,
Or
that's where it
you
was.
were. Go the other way then.
Oh. Oh no, that's a Dalmatian house.
Puppies.
Well, I guess
Where
I'm
they
walking through
at?
the entire house again.
Don't mind me, I'm going through your house. Actually, where are the people? They swallowed by darkness?
Yes. They are dead. I killed them.
You killed them? I don't know, maybe go back to where Sid is. That's all I can think of.
But Donald and Goofy are here. I want to go say hi to Domble.
Also good to save. Boxes.
Oh. I see a chest over there. And also over there. Collect all this money. Give. Thank. Bruh.
Boxes.
Bruh.
You're like, I'm not dealing with you right now.
Fuck off. So I'm going in. Nope, never mind. In here? Nope. Alright, I guess I'm going back. Oh shit, they're here too? Yeah, fuck you. Friendly close. Oh wait, is that the bell? No. Oh, wait, what's that? Gee, I wonder how I unlock it.
If
Guess
only
I have to
had a
fucking-
giant key.
Yeah. Coincidentally, a lot of things in this game seem to be locked.
Only someone had a giant key to open it.
Yeah. If only. Man, that would be real helpful, huh? Can't imagine Sora being like, "What? Where the fuck am I? What do I do?"
Imagine being 14 and thrusted into like a new world.
Take another look around town. Oh, I'll shop, I guess. I can't afford shit.
The reason they had to put Sid in a shop is because he will
Oh.
and would beat your ass.
Oh shit.
You.
And they'll keep on coming at you. As long as
Leon.
you continue to wield the Keyblade. But why? Why would it choose a kid like you?
Hey,
Why are you
What's
so
that
emo,
supposed to mean?
Leon?
Never mind. Now, let's see that Keyblade.
what? There's no way you're getting this.
Alright. Then have it your way.
Oh my god.
Got this gunblade.
Oh,
Beat the shit out of
I
you
have to
with.
be I have to
It is
fight
a
the
gun.
fucking Gunblade user.
I got a gunblade and magic.
Holy shit.
See, Leon will beat your ass.
I teched twice, so I'm proud of myself. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Keep in
Fuck
mind,
you.
You do have potions.
Yeah, that would have been helpful. Well,
Seems like it was a scripted event.
Hey, you found it. Nice going, Leon.
who? Oh,
Still. It looks like
I-
things are worse than we thought. A lot
Still.
worse.
I had to beat the shit out of a kid.
you can't. You'll never. You will never get it from my hands, from my cold dead hands. As long as I am living, you will never get it from the cold dead hands. Even if I am dead, I will have it glued to my cold dead hands.
Gee, I can't believe I just killed a kid. It's
Oh
Riku.
hey, it's Riku. Bitch.
Riku, are you okay?
Fucker.
My boy.
Dipshit. Nice lighting glitch.
I'm trying not to think of how much of an asshole Kingdom Hearts Riku was. Where am I?
Do I get to play as Riku? No. Or, Harry.
It's not an audio thing. I think this is supposed to happen if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Gee, that looks like platforming.
gee, that looks kind of
Who the
similar
fuck
to
is
the
that?
begin- That was Maleficent.
Oh, why?
Gorsh, there's nobody here.
Why did you? No, don't tell me.
Excuse me. Did the king send you?
Who are you?
Aerith,
Oh my god, it's Aerith.
best girl. I think
did-
Tifa shows up at some point.
Where's Cloud? Don't answer that.
Later
Don't answer
on.
that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Oh, I thought that was.
Did you think that was Aerith?
I thought that was Kyrie.
Those creatures that attacked you are after the Keyblade.
It looks
Why does
like
she
Kyrie.
speak so slow?
Because you wield the Keyblade.
Oh wait, that is Kyrie.
So glad that you're okay, Kyrie.
I'm a dumbass.
Kyrie? Who are you talking about? I'm the great ninja Yuffie. I think you might have
Hi,
overdone
Yuffie.
it, Squall.
Getting my characters
That's Leon.
confused now.
Squall. Oh, Leon. Leon Squall.
We had to get it away from you to shake off those creatures. It turns out that's how they were tracking you.
It was
Yep.
the only way to conceal your heart from them. But it won't work for long.
Yeah.
Still, hard to believe that you, of all people, are the chosen one.
What? Oh, shit.
Well,
That's cool.
I suppose beggars can't be choosers.
See, he
Why don't you
can't
start
hold the
making
Keyblade
sense?
because he's not a
What's
Keyblade
going on
wielder.
here?
Cool.
Okay. You know there are many other worlds out there besides your castle in this town, right?
But they're supposed to be a secret.
They've been secret because they've never been connected. Until now. When the Heartless came, everything changed.
The Fire Nation attack.
The Heartless?
Everything changed when the Fire
The ones
Nation
who
attacked.
attacked you, you remember?
I
Those
I
without
love-
hearts.
The darkness in people's
love
hearts.
it when they talk and they're like,
That's what attracts them.
And there is darkness within every heart.
Man, so
Hey, have you heard of someone
it-
named Ansem?
they are attracted to the darkness within people's hearts, and Leon must be a fucking magnet.
Studying the Heartless. He recorded all of his findings in a very detailed report.
Gosh, can we see it?
No.
Pages are scattered everywhere.
that tapping
So many
sound.
worlds.
I don't
There
know.
we go, it's gone.
Maybe
Oh.
the king went to find them.
Yes, those were my thoughts.
I hear
exactly.
breathing.
We've got to find him
I
quick.
love Aerith. She's great. She's not dead yet.
That's right. The Keyblade.
So,
This isn't Final Fantasy, so she doesn't die.
The
Wow.
Heartless have great fear of the Keyblade. That's
Keyblade.
why they'll keep coming after you, no matter what.
No matter
I
what.
didn't ask for this.
The
Fuck
Keyblade
off.
chooses its master, and it chose you.
So, tough luck.
How did all this happen?
Tough shit,
I
bitch.
remember being in my
Just about to say that.
Oh my god.
What happened to my home? My island? Riku?
You're just now thinking that, Sora.
You know what?
They're dead,
I
bitch.
really don't know.
They're probably dead.
They're definitely dead.
Blood splattered on the floor.
Yep.
Hey, I saw a chest.
Saving is more important.
Now go open the chest. Just hop on the table.
Looks like it's locked.
Only you had a giant key.
Bound Keyblade can open locks. Try it out. Are you fucking serious right now? I remember the Keyblade can open all sorts of locks. I'm not gonna say it.
Why is she sitting like that?
I'm not gonna say it.
Why is she sitting like that? Yuffie, why is
Sora
like
is 14. I'm not saying it.
That? He's a child.
Kid, sit still, can you? Let me out. Okay.
I could beat the shit out of you.
Oh shit, there it is.
That Heartless from earlier.
Don't know. Oh my god.
Threw him out a window.
Don't bother with that small fry. Find a later. Let's go.
Gee, I wonder which one the leader is.
Me that one.
Surely not the one that's a different color. Don't bother with the smoke fry, find the leader.
Alright, fucking fine. I thought I could kill them.
This should help.
Whoa, potion.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Go to the second district.
Oh no.
Which one's the leader? I don't know. There's so many of them. Just keep spawning it.
No, no, not worth it. Fuck off. Fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Bye bye. Heh, juked. You fucking juked, dumbass.
Jumps over them.
Mm-hmm.
He just leaves.
Bye bye. Hey, how's it going? Wait, what?
There's no Heartless there.
But why is he here? Or whatever.
Because he's there in case you run into trouble.
God fucking damn it. Okay, which one's the... Is it you?
I don't know.
I'm gonna say it's you. It's not you. Fuck over here, bitch. Fuck you. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, fuck you.
I love the night ones. They're cute.
Oh, so I can kill them.
Yeah. We can kill all Heartless. That's not a spoiler, that's just a game thing.
Okay, strength up. Cool.
You're just a bitch ass.
Wow.
See, you're itty bitty baby level 1.
Like, actually, like, I'm level 6, but, you know.
I'm level 0, I've never
Ooh, air
played Kingdom
attacks are
Hearts 1.
useful. That technically mean I'm more of a Kingdom Hearts fan than you since I've played it more.
I've played other Kingdom Hearts games, I just said I'd never played Kingdom Hearts 1.
never mind. Are any of these guys the leader? No.
You got some goons around you, are you the leader?
That's what I'm thinking.
Don't bother with...
Oh shit!
don't both-
There's a heart that came out of that dude.
Yeah, because they're Heartless.
Oh. Right. Yeah. Well, more of them are spawning, so I assume this is where I have to go. Oh shit. Fuck you.
That's usually how it goes. It's like the more that spawn in.
Come on!
Come on!
Nope, guess not. Use some health right now, though.
Delicious. I want to point out, if you ever need some more health, save points work as a place to get your health back as well.
Noted.
I'm just vibing watching you play.
Shit. Don't bother with the small fry, he says.
How do we know which one's the leader? Maybe the leader won't come out until you get rid of everyone else.
Oh, great. I am immediately contradicting what Leon said. It's great. Awesome.
Screw Leon. He's an asshole.
You know what? More EXP, more health.
More money.
Oh, it just goes away if you don't collect it? That's bullshit.
Yeah, if you don't collect it fast enough, it just goes away. I'm going to beat the shit out of you, and I'm going to beat the shit out of you again. Come on.
Falcon killed.
Falcon burp. I don't think
No.
there's gonna be hearts in here. This is the doggy area. Don't go
Hey
back
Leon,
into
you
the
useless
doggy
fuck.
area. Leon. Look how big those benches are.
How big Sora's fucking shoes are. Fucking
He's
clown
wearing his-
shoes, motherfucker.
He's wearing his Mickey Mouse cosplay, Tyler.
Fucking clown shoes. You can squeak his nose, go.
Mickey Mouse has clown shoes.
Yeah,
I'm disrespecting King Mickey. I don't give.
and I bet his fucking nose goes honk honk too, bitch.
Oh, it probably does. Just imagining Mickey's nose.
Can't
going,
figure out which one's the leader? Just kill every single one of them.
You know, good rule of
Oh,
thumb.
hey, a chest. Oh, a potion. That's useful.
I love the
Don't
little
fucking
mini
run
chest.
from me, you bitch. Yeah, fuck you.
He felt his doom incoming, I guess.
That is correct. Are you the leader? No.
Following the leader, the leader, the leader.
I wanted to hit the other guy, but okay.
Like I said, it'll just automatically lock on.
It's annoying.
It does get annoying. Can confirm. It gets annoying.
Okay, they're all dead. What do I do now?
There's the other area, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, the
Where you originally
alleyway.
started out.
Yeah. I swear to God, if he's there, I'm gonna be so mad. What items do I have? Yeah, whatever. Wait, can I? Oh, that's not the alleyway?
No.
What time is it?
See,
Just realized.
it's 12:17.
Alright, I'll go for a bit longer.
Well, I guess there was this alleyway too, but I wasn't thinking about this area.
I may do the rest off stream.
That's
I may
fine.
continue playing Kingdom Hearts off stream because this game seems fun.
Hey, as long as you tweet about it, I'm
Sure.
fine with it. Third district.
Oh shit. Goofy.
Or are
Kill.
these the heartless guys?
Oh shit. They're finally together.
Get off of me. I'm trying to beat the shit out of someone.
Oh, whoa.
I think we found the big guy.
No, these are all small fry. Whatever. Oh shit!
Hey, they're on
Yo,
your
they're fighting with me! Oh, this is so much easier. Holy shit. And my max HP just got increased. I am fucking livid.
Very good.
Yeah, I don't know. I just a hunch, but something tells me that's the leader.
He looks like a chess piece.
Looks like a bitch. That's what he looks like. Someone who's about to fucking die. To the power of friendship.
That's a duck, alright. Sure is a duck.
Yeah, I need money.
Hold on, I need money. Let me pause this.
Hey, big boss guy, can you stop for a second so I can get some money?
No, negative 10 out of 10. You're gonna die.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Do I have anything else? Because Donald's about to. Oh wait, no. Whatever.
No, he's fine. He can heal himself.
Oh well, then he'll be okay.
He'll
Heal
be
me.
really
That would be
well.
pretty nice.
Dog can be dumb. It's goofy. How are you enjoying your first boss fight?
I don't know how I'm doing.
Or the
Oh
first
shit.
official boss
Oh
fight?
shit. Oh shit. Oh
HP,
shit.
get HP.
Oh, I think I understand how I need to get this guy. I need to take out his
Middle.
no, his like feet first. There we go. Now he should be vulnerable. You know, if he ever decides to fucking get down here.
Get out of the sky, pussy.
There we go.
Explosion. Dead. There goes the heart.
Cool.
Remember what I said, right? People turn into heartless.
Yeah.
And brave warrior.
So, you were looking
Oh,
for
hi,
a
Bray.
wielder?
They too have been seeking the wielder of the Keyblade.
I didn't notice he joined us because I was busy beating someone to
We can
death.
go to other worlds on our vessel.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could find Riku and Kairi.
Yeah, find me
They're dead.
Are you sure?
Who knows? But we need them to come with us to help us find the king.
I can hear you,
Right here,
dipshit.
you know.
Sora, go with them.
Shut up,
Especially
Leon.
if you want to find your friends.
Shut up, Leon.
Yeah,
You're an asshole.
I guess.
Eat shit and die. Give me your gunblade, actually. I like you until you give me your gunblade, and once you give me your gunblade, I'm gonna kill you with it.
No sad face, okay?
No sad face, even though I'm frowning right now.
Funny, like us. Yup. Whoa.
Yes, those ones on happy faces.
Happy?
How can I be happy when my friends are fucking dead?
Wait.
It's terrifying.
That's one funny face.
Okay, why not? I'll go with you guys.
Name's Goofy.
Goofy.
Sora.
Eat shit.
All for one for all.
They'll proceed to all say their names. Like 11 times.
Friends are dead, so smile.
Yeah, that's so true. They have to smile.
Squirt took down that Heartless. Who'd have thought it?
Hades?
Such is
Yep.
the power of the key.
Oh my god!
The child's
Jafar.
strength is not his own.
Why don't we turn him into
Ursula.
a Heartless? That'll settle things quick enough.
And the black
Captain Hook! Oh my god!
slug on the eyes. They're all Bill's rats by the look of them. You're no prize yourself.
Oh my god!
Enough.
Ooh, the big
Keyblade
bitch herself.
chosen.
Dipshit.
He who conquers the darkness,
It's Maleficent.
or where the darkness swallowed him. Either way, he could be quite useful.
Grandma?
Grandma. I would love for Maleficent to be my grandma.
Make sure you're prepared for the journey. We don't know how far the shut up.
Disney villains in a bunch of like occult circles immediately into do 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 do.
Alright, I just got some money. Gummy
The
ship
gummy
is just outside the gate. Teleport to the gummy ship from save points. Open the save menu. No, save points. Okay, well, you literally just contradicted what you just said.
The what?
That's our ship. Wait till you see it. Hold on. Sora, this is for you. Obtain the power of fire. What?
He gave you a fire spell.
Now you can use magic too. Goofy, give that other thing. What? You know. Oh yeah. Or dodge roll. Let's fucking go.
Don't forget to equip your fire and dodge roll.
Oh my god. I get to. Oh my god. I get to. Oh. Keep track of it all in my journal. Shut up, dipshit. You
Now
see.
they're in your party.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, don't forget to equip the stuff because it doesn't
God
equip
damn it.
automatically.
Hey, look at this mark. Oh yeah, I noticed those. The blue ones react. Trinity moves? Trinity moves. Trinity moves. Got it.
What was Donald doing?
I don't know. It's fucking Donald.
Okay, quit your thing. Here you go.
Donald's in space. See journal. I don't care. Oh no. I don't have enough dodge roll. Or not enough dodge roll? I don't have enough AP. I want it though.
Rocket.
Rocket! What happened to my fire? Yeah, whatever.
I think it automatically. Yeah, it goes automatically into your magic.
Ooh.
See, now you have a magic thing.
Oh hey, it's the thing from the thing. Cool.
From the Smash Bros. Sora got.
Sora got them clown shoes. Look, I was talking about that earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about the clown shoes. 'Cause
Whoa,
they're
look
Mickey
at
Mouse
this.
shoes.
Thanks.
So you know how they were talking about happy faces?
Yeah.
That's
Is
a
that
literal,
literal?
thing.
Oh my
That's
god.
a literal thing. You need the gummy ship is
I'm gonna
powered on
Mickey.
happiness.
Wanna go say hi to Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Oh right, they
Gummy
couldn't
ship is-
use Mickey Mouse.
Not
Battle level
till,
1 star. Alright, let's do it.
like, they were only allowed like just a little bit.
I love how low poly the ship is.
It stays like that through the entire series.
It's amazing.
It literally looks like a bunch of Legos in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Always be on the lookout during flight. Journey will be documented until you reach your
I just
destination.
realized Spade got a live wild Kingdom Hearts fan. Yeah, I came straight from the wild. We've been friends since high school.
Yeah.
He's been
Is this
trying to
Star
keep,
Fox? This is Star Fox. This is literally Star Fox. Okay,
yeah,
I got
from the
this.
I'm the wild Kingdom Hearts fan. Tyler saw Sword and Smash and was like, oh, I guess I gotta play Kingdom Hearts now. Eating high schoolers who denied Kingdom Hearts. Got it.
What's that? What the fuck are these things? Nah, whatever. I don't care.
They're asteroids. You gotta shoot
This
them
is
down.
literally not Kingdom. Well, obviously it's Kingdom Hearts.
Star Fox.
This is literally
Star
Star Fox.
My friggin' shoulder pop.
Ooh. I don't know what these
So
things are, but I assume I have to collect them.
So excited for you to, like, if you want, to play the other games, because there's so many worlds they go to.
Well, I want to beat Kingdom Hearts 1 and then move on to the next one and then the next one and then
And then skip Recoded.
obviously, apparently, so I'm told.
I mean, if you want to play it, you can play it, of course.
I don't think I
But
want
just
to
in my
actually.
personal opinion, it sucks. Hate Recoded. The ship looks like a Roblox model from 2009. It sure does. And like I said,
Oh my
it stays
god,
like,
it does.
it stays like that through the entire series. Oh, it's your first world. Gee,
Wow.
what is it?
New
You gotta
high
guess
score
what it is.
is Wonderland.
Drives on past Wonderland.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Yeah, you gotta, like, select the world
Oh.
itself.
Oh, got it.
You went back accidentally.
Wee. Wonderland.
Every world has its own title card.
That's cool.
It's dope. I love it. Sometimes they get really cool.
Oh, my fur and whiskers! I'm late, I'm late, I'm late! Oh, dear,
Yup.
I'm here, I should be there! Oh, I'm
What's your favorite Disney movie?
I don't know.
And it can't be Pixar. It can't be.
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I just want to see if like it would be in Kingdom Hearts. It's like, you know your favorite world? That's in Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know. I know the
Yeah,
Nightmare
day
Before
Nintendo
Christmas is
gets
here.
bought by Disney is the day all government falls.
Oh my god. It's tiny. Oh.
Okay, but consider, Nintendo buys Disney.
How did he get so small?
No, you're simply too big.
See, everyone seems to forget the fact that Nintendo and Disney collab on the regular.
Loud, you woke me up.
That's true, actually.
Good night.
There have been Kingdom Hearts games on Nintendo products.
What do we have to do to grow small?
Like,
Why don't you try the bottle over there?
stuff like Recoded 358 over 2 days, Dream Drop Distance were like on the DS and 3DS.
Oh wow. 2 jars.
Gee, I
Oh, I
wonder
didn't
what'll
even get to
happen.
choose which one. Alright, well, whatever.
You're just on
How
the
did I get
table.
on the table?
I
Oh,
don't
whatever.
know. And then of course there's the whole fact that, like I told you, Tyler.
Are they fighting? Oh shit!
These little dudes will shoot fire at you.
Oh fuck.
And like I told you, Tyler, Disney streams, well not streams, but they show the Nintendo World Championships on Disney XD,
That's true.
which is like a big deal. So Nintendo and Disney are already on good terms.
Yeah, and making games isn't Disney's thing, which is why they hired Square Enix.
Exactly.
So they would have no reason to buy Nintendo.
Yeah. They already work with Square Enix. Why would they want to buy Nintendo?
Oh my god, there's so many of them. Wait, how do I use... Oh, yes. Oh, this is gonna be my prime method of getting around now.
Yep.
Fuck, it's you guys again. Yeah, eat shit.
Oh, how I would love for there to be an Epic Mickey. Like a third Epic Mickey.
Oh my god, I was thinking about that earlier, actually.
Did you
'Cause I
think
saw
about it
some
when I
cool
mentioned
art.
Oswald?
Well, yes, but also I saw some cool art on Twitter from like Epic Mini with a funny caption, but regardless, it was still Epic Mickey, and I was like, oh my god, I want another Epic Mickey.
I would love for Oswald to be in Kingdom Hearts.
Hey, get up. Wake up, bitch. Let me in.
You gotta hit him.
Wait. I'm gonna light him on fire. Nope. Okay.
Wake up, bitch. I don't know, maybe get big again.
Nah.
You can do the big thing.
In here. Nothing.
You light the fireplace.
See ya.
Nope.
You can get big again. I saw the thing get highlighted.
Well, yeah, but I have a feeling that I need to stay.
You know how in the Alice in Wonderland movie she got small, then she
Oh.
got big again, then she got small. Or you can go there.
Oh, it's Alice.
I want to point out, coolest thing ever.
Hmm?
It's the original voice actor for Alice.
That's awesome.
Sorry, it was just really excited.
I'm on
Stop doing the pog face, stupid boy.
Hi.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
That is unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Why am I guilty?
Got
Of
here.
course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence!
Be the right to be such a bitch.
You're a bitch.
Hey guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
We're gonna do it anyway.
Finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there.
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Oh my god.
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Bring me evidence of Alice's innocence. Failings off with all of your heads. Gather as much or little evidence as you please. How?
Figured out.
Hey. Do not speak. Okay, I'm gonna speak. Hi, I'm Sora.
Sora.
Goofy, that's
Here's
Donald.
Donald. Be prepared for introductions to happen so many times. That's crazy. I don't get it. What do you mean another world? Oh, only I hadn't peeked inside that rabbit hole.
Go and find proof. Fuck you. Don't keep this fuck you.
Hello, rabbit.
Hi. Noble. Yeah, very noble.
Oh, there's another way.
I did see. That's funny. I like that.
You.
It's like Undertale writing. I did see someone suspicious. You. Who the fuck? Oh, right. I almost forgot.
Dumbass.
She. Who are you?
Head doesn't matter.
Oh, indeed.
Indeed. Poor Alice, soon to lose her head, and she's not guilty of a thing.
Hey, if you know the culprit is, tell us.
Oh, the Cheshire Cat has all the answers, but doesn't always tell. The answer, the culprit. A cat, all lie in darkness.
Darkness. Well, time to beat you up.
They've already left the forest. They're
No,
slow your ass down. You don't like my acting?
it's amazing. I'm just progressively getting very, very tired. Oh my god.
I didn't take theater for nothing, bitch. I took theater. I took theater specifically.
So you
to
are
voice
a theater kid.
I am a theater kid, yeah.
Dear God.
For
Never.
someone with stage fright, you wouldn't expect me to be a theater kid.
Give me a potion, I'll make you bigger.
Don't do it. I don't trust it. Because you can always go back to their room and be big again.
Yeah, but I can't get into this one. What? Oh shit. Yeah, you guys kill. I'm gonna go stand over here while you guys do everything for me. Alright, never mind.
He touched me.
Give me an ether. No.
What? Look what someone in your chat said.
Spade, please Tarp, shut the fuck up.
How dare you, Tarp? his name so many times already. Oh, wow,
You
name
said
reveal.
what his name is, Bray. It's not some fucking huge mystery.
Name reveal. Wowie, wowie, wow. Meanwhile, me calling you Tyler the entire time.
Yeah.
I love how very obviously, like, the square it is.
Well, Goofy's dead. I mean, Donald's dead. That sucks.
He's got
What's
magic.
this?
He can heal himself.
God damn it.
Donald, you got healing magic. Heal yourself.
Donald, stop being a fucking...
Anyways, Tarp. What are you doing?
trying. What we can all do, right? Too big to eat. Why would I eat it?
Just his box.
Oh. So they're just in the box? Okay.
I didn't realize they were in the box. Hey, how'd Donald?
God damn it.
Here?
This game is really getting on my nerves.
Donald, where are you? There you are.
I thought Donald was a heartless.
It is 12:41, my dude.
It is what?
12:41.
Yeah, next save point, I'll call it quits. What is this?
Tarp, I will DM you something and I want you to describe it in chat.
If it's something bad, you better fucking not.
Describe a penis in the most PG way.
Don't. Please.
It may prove Alice's innocence.
Wow, great. Why do I have a feeling that this proof is not gonna do shit?
Because it's the Queen of Hearts.
Exactly.
I love just reading your chat, you know? Hey, am I a mod in your chat?
I think so. Wait, type in chat real quick. Oh, you're not. I can make
Doesn't
you
look
one.
like it. Volks.
He typed in chat. Hang on.
At the butt. I can do it again.
User actions.
Butt.
Alright, you're a mod.
Oh, woo!
Alright.
It doesn't look like I'm a mod.
You should have, yeah, you have a sword next to your name.
I have fear.
Yeah, you should be afraid, Bray.
I have the power.
I trust you won't abuse it.
That's assuming
Oh,
I know
god
what to
damn it!
do.
They tricked me.
That's assuming you know what I know what to do with
That
the
is
mod
true.
power. They tricked you into thinking there was a
Donald, get
save
up.
point.
Donald, get up.
He's dead.
Mm, that sucks. What a shame.
You gotta earn this save point. Describe the image. Is it a penis?
What, Bray, what are you doing?
Is it Sora's head on Waluigi's body?
What? Oh god, oh god, okay.
Bray, what are you doing? Your mom was the response.
And that's really funny, dude. That's so funny. Laughing so hard at your funny joke.
LOLing.
That doesn't do shit. Fire doesn't do shit.
Because it's a fire heartless, dumbass.
Oh. Hi, Donald. Welcome back to the land of the living. In a camping set. Fuck.
I'll give it to Spade instead. It is done. Apparently you got sent an image.
It's a rat.
It's just a rat.
It's just a rat.
Is it Mickey Mouse?
No.
Is it Mortimer Mouse?
No, it's literally a fucking rat.
Then I don't care, because it's not Mortimer Mouse.
Like, it's literally just a fucking rat. Or a mouse, I guess. I don't know. I'm getting extremely exhausted.
You saved, why not go to bed?
I need to prove the innocence of the bitch.
The bitch.
Then I will go to bed. Oh, there's a save here. How convenient.
Dope.
I'm not going to bed.
You said you would go to bed when you
Not going to bed.
saved.
You guys are just gonna keep beating up enemies until one of them drops something I need. I don't know.
Not how it works.
Well,
This is
hey, I
Kingdom
have
Hearts.
one thing. Will you listen now? No? Bye. Oh. What? Oh wait, I can't open it? Oh, because... God
There's
damn it.
enemies. That's a big car key. Well, I have to tell you something. It's so funny. In Kingdom Hearts 3, someone has a keyblade that looks like a car key.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
That's dumb.
I hated it because their last keyblade was so much cooler.
Stores all HP in 3M. Holy shit.
I
Wow.
wonder if I can send you a picture of the car key keyblade without sending you who has it.
What are we doing? Oh wow. That was useful.
Useless, more like.
Well, I got an ether, and that plant wanted an ether, so I'm gonna give it an ether.
Ooh. Me neither.
Thanks. Well, that was good, I guess. I got a camping set out of it. Do I have a potion? Yes, I do. Here.
You big now. And just you.
Big!
Oh my head. Wee. Keep hitting it.
Fuck you.
Oh, it spins. It's spinning around
Yeah.
to do other platforms.
Can I be small again? I
love this square room. Domestic file.
how do I help?
Turn the camera.
I can't. It's fixed.
Stupid. Well, you were spinning the tree. Maybe it's something with the tree. Is there something there?
Oh. Oh, god damn it. Now I need to become big again. Oh, this fucking game. This motherfucker. Give me a potion. Fuck you.
Me neither. Give me a potion.
Oh, god damn it. that a potion? No. I don't know what the fuck that is. Why am I still locked onto the goddamn plant?
A rock.
What are you fighting? Oh.
See a rock.
Oh. Probably useful.
Yeah. You are gonna get other keyblades later on.
Oh, cool.
It's a rock.
Hey, I actually used fire properly. Let's go.
Rook.
Can't. Wow, okay.
Oh, platform.
Oh, wow, that looks useful. Only I could get to it. It's too big to eat. I pressed the wrong button.
Should I look up a tutorial?
No, I got this. Well, you can if you want, but I only request if I really need it.
Bizarre room.
Yeah, that's where I was. Oh, wait. There's a path over here that got unlocked when I stepped on that tree.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Where the fuck am I?
Don't fall off.
God damn it. I'm angry.
Anger.
I need another potion. Queen, can you give me a potion? No? Eat shit. Give me a potion. No, give me a potion. What do you want? Give me an ether. Haven't. Even ether.
You only need one piece of evidence. However, it is highly recommended that you get all four because it isn't hard and will make the next boss easier and you gain the Blizzard spell.
Well, don't tell me that.
I was just saying it because I think you said you had one piece of evidence.
No, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I have 3. That's something. Yeah, whatever. Oh, there's something up there. And down there. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Man, I love controls. I love it when they actually function. Oh, I can't go down there. Okay.
Go back to where you did the thing, where you landed on top of a thing.
No hablo español.
Because I told you not to fall off before I even opened up a tutorial.
Oh. Oh, hi. Now you can save Alice. Don't be so sure. What about you? What do you mean? I won't tell, but I'll give you something. Power of Ice. Learn the magic spell Blizzard. Oh boy.
There you go. Now you can talk to the queen.
I'm gonna save. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight the queen. Save?
You want to end for the night?
No. Hey. Doofus.
You gotta
How do
talk
I...
to the rabbit, I think.
Oh. That would have been nice to know.
I remember correctly.
Alright, you know what? You bitch. Yeah, I have it. I
You can
have...
talk to one of the cards.
Oh. There we go. What? Are you kidding me? It's gonna be the wrong one, isn't it? Yeah, sure. Ah. Wow. That's crazy. Seize them. Time to kill. Kill, right? Yep.
Time to kill.
Oh, I think I know what I need to do. Yeah. God damn you, fools. Donald fucking dead.
Yeah, Donald sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're using
Yeah.
your MP, my dude.
Yeah, but it hit both of them at once, so I'm satisfied. Yeah, that worked. I just gotta take this down. Hell yeah. Let's go. God damn you fools.
I love PS2 stuff. Ooh.
What?
Fools. Oh. Here it goes.
She was kidnapped. Hey, bitch. Oh, okay.
Dawdling. You gotta find her too.
Let's heal.
Be done for the night.
No. We're still, we're
Tyler.
gonna keep playing.
Tyler.
Yeah?
It is 1 o'clock.
And?
Tyler.
Yeah. Oh, shit. What?
You should probably go to bed.
I will. Have you seen Alice?
Soon.
Alice, no. Shadows, yes. Where'd they go? This way, that way, doesn't matter. Left, right, up, down. Damn it. He's fucking useless. Oh, Christ. I don't know what that thing is, but it looks dangerous.
Big guy. Magic cat. Yes, it is a magic cat.
I don't know how to attack him. Magic? Ah. Christ. Yiggly. Oh hey, that's a potion I need to get to big again. I guess I give him... Yeah, here. Oh, wait.
This should help.
Then I smack. Wait, what do I do with this? Why did I do that? Oh. Okay. I think I did it correctly this time.
Yay. And it's a delight watching you play.
Oops. Deep freeze! I assume the other one is the thunder one. Since, you know, those are the three that Sora uses in Smash.
Mm-hmm. You got Blizzard, Fire, Thunder, and Cure.
Cure, I imagine, is a heal spell.
Then there's like the advanced versions of those spells.
Ah. God, the air attack is so much more useful than the grounded one, because the grounded one has so much, like, beginning lag to it.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Donald died again.
Of course he did.
Bitch.
Oh, shit. Receive more money. Oh, shit. Awesome. Thank you, Goofy. Oh, I have more AP now, so I can get all of these. Let's go. Now I can actually see enemies' health. Donald, get up. You're fine.
Donald sucks. Goofy superior.
Yeah, whatever.
Remember you raised the lily pad things on the water?
Yeah, but I found some other place. Oh no. Where's the Mad Hatter? Mad Hatter from Batman. Oh god. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty love when the Cheshire Cat appears.
Wow, they have a lot less health than I thought they did. I guess I just suck, huh? Oh wait, no, it's not
They're
binary.
also
It's just
leveling up.
it's a like a gauge. I thought it was like in cubes. Holy shit, this thing is beefy.
Yeah.
And
I
Donald's
love
dead.
Donald's dead again.
Okay. Deep freeze. God. Okay. Goofy, take care of the other fuckers in the room, will ya? Thank you.
There's no more.
There were.
Now you can hit him with your Keyblade.
I can hit him from the back, I guess. Ooh, big money. I like how money is called money in this game.
Yes, I love it.
Hi, Donald, welcome back to the land of the living. Again, you stupid bitch.
I think you gotta turn the lights off.
Yeah.
This is a weird house. Probably those flower things.
Where? What? Those?
Or, yeah.
How do I get up to them?
Probably not jump under the table and hit your head on it. Oh, look, you did it.
Hi, bitch. Yeah, it's literally right there. I hate my life. Why is B the jump button and A the attack button?
Because you made it like that.
No, I did not. I set the controls how they
didn't
wanted me
change it.
to.
You didn't change the controls.
Too bad.
Yeah, too bad. That's what you should do. Get.
He said you'll see shadows soon.
What's that on the wall? Okay, pass right by it.
Oh, that? I don't know.
Mhm.
Oh my god. So fucking mad right now. Hmm?
You got Thundra.
Oh, that's for this. Hmm. What? Alright, whatever.
It's because Tyler's playing him.
Shut the fuck up. I saw that. Shut your mouth. You are mean.
See, the later it gets, the more I mouth
Learn
off.
Berserk. Oh. Can I go fucking ape shit? Is that a thing I can do? No, it's Donald. Boost attack power when HP is critically low? Oh, yes. You need that.
Yeah, because he's always...
He's
fucking
always on the
dying.
brink of death.
Camping set.
I bet you this thing is gonna be like, give me a camping set. No, a high
No,
potion?
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
I don't have one. Wait, why don't I have one? I thought I did. No, whatever.
Probably used it.
Probably. Oh. Wow, that was useful.
We found some more
And I
puppies.
can't fucking go back.
We haven't found Alice yet, my queen.
You haven't found Alice yet, dipshit. Oh, hi. Who are you? What? But you're not... Alright, whatever.
It's just a heartless.
You okay? What's up with you?
A glitch?
No, whatever.
Keeps teleporting. Maybe he's trying to show you where to go. Huh. What's with this mushroom?
I know it's a heartless, but...
Something's up with that mushroom, I guess. What a weird heartless. It's just vibing. Maybe it's like hide and seek.
You gotta, like, sneak up on it or something? I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know.
I hate these goddamn mushrooms. I
I
hate this
guess you can't
goddamn camera.
grapple. I guess you can't grapple the mushrooms.
Oh, shit! Wait, that... Oh, God. Oh my god. Oh. Tech. What? Whatever. Oh my god, it's one of those things. No. And he's dead. Of course he is.
This dude.
Look at this fucking dude.
Why'd you look at that? Donald's dead again.
Yeah. Who would have guessed, huh? Alright, light these, I guess.
They're on the wall.
Yep.
That's real weird.
Oh, I was on the top of the roof that time, and now I'm on the side of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same room. Oh. Yeah, because down there, that was the... Alright, what's this?
Lotus Forest.
Okay.
Interesting. You're in a tiny room.
I have neither of those things.
There's a thing on the ground.
Shock me?
Shock me.
I can't do
You
that.
have a thunder spell?
Nope.
Wet. Interesting. I haven't found Alice yet.
God. Did I just knock all of them out at once? Yes, I did. Cool.
Good job.
Thank you.
You did it. Now let's the hardest challenge of all. Jumping on the mushroom.
Oh my god. Goofy hanging on for dear life up there.
Come on!
I'm gonna send them after him, and I'm gonna try my best to get back up there. Goofy got this. Never mind. Any hints would be accepted as of this moment.
It's fine. Okay, there's a hole there.
Oh my god. This is where I was supposed to go, I guess.
The bucket.
Good job, Donald. Oh, God. Focus, Goofy. Hey, Donald, wake up. Wake up, bitch. What? I'm so fucking confused. I really hope that the next levels are not as non-Euclidean as this.
Well, this is Alice in Wonderland.
That's
so.
true.
Bucket.
Oh, what if I just go back?
Drops through door.
This is just a hunch, but what if I just fucking back?
Try the Mad Hatter place. I don't know.
Go back there in a sec after this. I have a hunch. Aha!
Yeah, because you lit all the things.
Hello. What? Oh shit.
Look at this.
Well, wasn't expecting this, but okay. Found it where I needed to go at least.
Always expect a boss fight.
Okay. Good fucking job, Donald. Good fucking.
Yet again.
How do I attack this dude?
You gotta aim for his wave, not his feet. Probably get up on the table.
Ah.
Seriously not looking at a tutorial, so whenever you do stuff, it's like, oh, I don't know, maybe try this.
I mean, it worked, so. Oh shit, he knocked away the chair.
There's the thing in the corner.
Yeah, I see that, but I don't know how to get up there.
With the little platform in the corner?
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Ah, yes. Thank you. Come here, bitch. Yeah, nice aim, dipshit.
What, you
I like how my
alone
camera
or-
completely turns away from the boss when I try to grab
You
something.
have an automatic camera.
What am I doing? I guess I'm locking onto this now.
Hey, Donald's back.
Thank you, Donald. Very helpful. Bye.
Come over here, bitch. He's gonna throw fire at you. Hey, the chair's back.
Donald, I could use one of those. Oh my god. Bruh. Bruh. I'm just gonna completely avoid you and drink it. Now, can I fight him? No, I have to fight him like that, don't I?
Uh-huh. There is a way to skip the cutscene. I can't remember which button though.
Like that.
Here we go.
Donald, you fucking idiot! Oh shit. I guess I'll take these down first.
Oh, that probably makes sense. That makes sense to me.
Fire! See ya!
I'll shoot fire at you.
Fire!
Oh, he has a second health bar. That's what that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's yellowed because it's a second thing of health.
I'm already doing a lot better than last time, at least.
Yeah.
Shit. Completely missed.
Not completely. I got
Oh
some
fuck,
health
it's
there.
spinning.
I'm aiming for your kneecaps, dude.
Hey, can I get up there, please? Can I fucking... Please!
Yep, multiple times. Parried your attacks.
I don't have any healing items. I don't have any. And he broke the chair.
He healed and he's dropped on the ground. The table's spinning. Where's that?
Didn't reach him.
Where's back?
Bruh.
You want to complete this boss before going to bed?
Yes.
You were already on the table.
I'm going to go back.
So where? Traverse Town?
Yeah, because I needed to buy it. They told me to buy items. Oh my god, I have to do this again.
Yeah, because you're traveling. You're gonna have to do it again when you go back to Wonderland.
Great. What does all of this do anyway?
You can eventually upgrade your gummy ship.
That'd be nice.
Make it stronger. He's addicted to the game. I didn't think he would be.
I'm not. I just want to beat the first boss. Or the first world's boss.
That's the thing. I don't know if it's the final boss of Wonderland.
Probably not.
It might be. I don't know. I literally don't remember.
Yeah, I might actually head to sleep.
Get to Traverse Town, you know. Save.
Looks like that issue is only happening during the intro, so I guess there's no problem anymore.
Yeah.
Will I ever get to see that hooded guy again?
Yes.
Neat.
Traverse Town, my dude.
Gunning it down.
You're gunning down Traverse Town.
Oh, I got an award, an achievement called Test Pilot. Let me buy things first.
And then save. I'm here to shop, Sid. Love you, Sid. You have the rings that you got before equipped.
Yeah.
You can afford the obsidian ring if you want it. Well, not anymore.
Nah. Needs it.
You can...
Guess I'll give him that.
You having fun?
Yes.
Even though it's frustrating.
Yes. Alright, at
Congratulations,
2
you're going
hours
away
and
at Kingdom
50
Hearts.
minutes. I think it's time.
Almost 3 hours of Kingdom Hearts.
Not including the troubleshooting.
Yeah. A lot of hours. It's really long.
Unable to log in, returning to the Epic Games launcher. Cool, the game crashed. Well, I suppose that's my cue.
You turned
Thank
it
you
off
for
and it's like,
watching.
oh,
Have a great, cool,
morning.
and
Hope everyone
yes.
has a good morning.
Yeah, have a good morning. And
My mom's still awake.
I'm very tired. I'm gonna go to
Yeah,
sleep.
you've been tired for like an hour.
Yep.
And I wanted to like stick with you throughout the entire first stream, otherwise I'd be in bed by now.
Having the background on would have been helpful.
Now they're just looking at a black screen.
Alright, well, have a good night and take care. Find someone to raid. I switched back. We're gonna find someone to raid. Hang on.
What?
Yeah, hang on. We're gonna host another streamer. Let's see.
Who's awake at this time?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's find out. Pick a channel. Raid game is done quick. That's always fun. One viewer ready to raid. Game is done quick. Can I try again? There we go. All right. Good night.